Hey. Hey everyone, my name is Sophia. I'm an online ESL teacher, and I'm here today with my first video ever, talking to you about the art of trials and why you're not converting them. So if you're kind of new to this, you might be thinking, what the heck are trials? I got you. If you work for an online ESL company like VIPKid, VIPKid, you have the option to certify for something called trial classes. This is when you teach a sample course to prospective students. If they decide to join the company, convert, thanks to your awesome class, boom, you just got an extra $5 incentive on top of your base pay. Cha-ching! I'm going to speak mostly in reference to VIPKid because that's the company I know best, but everything I'm saying could be applied to any online ESL company that has trial courses, or as I like to think of them, the sales pitch course. Disclaimer! I do not purport to being an expert in this area, nor am I saying this is the cure-all answer to getting you more bookings. Everything I'm sharing is my personal experience. It's what worked for me. I just hope that these tips help you to, change things up, self-reflect, grow your business. There are so many factors in and out of your control that determine whether you have a full schedule. I'm here to just remind you to not give up, keep trying new things, don't just wait around for luck, and take everything you learn from this video or any video you see or any advice and make it your own, making it personalized so that you have something unique to offer. Okay, rant over. Let's do this. This is my first video, so please take it easy, okay? I'm new. When I first started with VIPKid, which was not that long ago, my schedule was sprinkled with a couple trial courses. All of the info I could find online about nailing trial classes or tips for converting trials all sang kind of a similar tune. A fun experience takes precedent over an educational one. Use lots of props. Make the child laugh. Have a nice background. Acknowledge mom and dad if they're nearby with a simple hello. Stay positive in class and in the feedback. While this is all really good advice, I didn't see major changes to my bookings and my conversion rates until I changed my mindset about trial classes and my approach to them. That's what I want to address in this video right now. How I went from a very sparse schedule with just a handful of trials to a full schedule of trials averaging around a 20 to 21% conversion rate, and how I pretty much just shopped for my regular students. Numero uno. Teaching trials is not the same as teaching major course students or students who are already established in the company. This is something I wish I was told day one, before I taught my first class. To teach trials, you need to remove your teaching hat or cock it to the side and put on a sales hat. Of course, you will be teaching your heart out and providing a really fun educational experience. But remember, mom and dad are watching nearby, thinking one important question. Is what you are doing worth paying the equivalent of $2,000? Number 2, the CC is your best friend. If you don't know what a CC is, let me tell you. CC stands for Class Consultant. CCs are assigned to families who are interested in joining the program. They walk them through every step. They meet with them online to talk about the program, to assess the child's level, to talk about the costs, what courses they might take. And guess what else they do? That's right. They assign each child their trial classes and the teachers who will teach them. Yes, your CC chooses you, not mom and dad. The CC may even be watching your class. They may even cut you off before the 25-minute mark to have their meeting with the parent. By the way, don't take it so personally if you get cut off and you don't get to say your goodbye. They just need an idea of what the course is. You're basically a shining commercial for the company. Here, wait, I think you should probably see this.
See you later.
See you tonight.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Weird, huh? By the way, you can find those clips in your classroom playback. They often just leave it attached to your video. I don't really know why, but I kind of love it. I learned a lot watching them, and I pulled out my Google Translate and I just tried my best to understand, what they thought of my class or how they feel about the program, their concerns, things they liked, things they didn't like. It's been really eye-opening. It was really weird just seeing my face give the last goodbye, and then boom, someone else swoops in and is like, yeah, so you see, these are some of the best teachers we have to offer, and they all come equipped with North American accents. Okay, maybe it doesn't sound exactly like that, but more or less. I totally felt like an object, like a product, which is the case. It's not about me. It's about getting someone who's not in the program into the program. And maybe that sounds kind of icky to you, but remember, we do work for a large business that needs to get students in. And it's not all bad. If all goes well, we have more awesome students in the program. More students equals more teachers having work, more opportunities to do the thing that we love. But first comes the sales pitch. It's a position we teachers are not so used to being in. We, generally speaking, don't have to attract students into our classrooms. They just go to school and we are assigned as their teachers. That's not the case with this company. They have to bring the students in through marketing, through advertisement. And similarly, once they're in the company, we teachers are in competition with each other. We have to make our profiles, bios, everything really appealing because you need to bring in your own students. It's marketing. And I think if you really make that mindset work for you, that this is strategy, it's not just teaching, it's not just love for sharing and knowledge, half of it is marketing, if not more. If you can make that mindset work for you, you will get more bookings. The CC will give you more trials, trust me. But you have to deliver an enlightening class and leave really efficient and effective feedback for both the parent and the CC. Number 3, make sure the experience is fun, but don't forego all educational goals. Sometimes I hear people say things like, just make the trials really, really fun, make the kid laugh. Let's be more specific about that. I want you to find at least one weakness in your students' English that you can improve upon by the end of the class. If they only speak in one-word responses, get them using complete sentences. If they can't figure out how to draw or circle anything, maybe by the end of class, they've figured it out. If they can't pronounce the TH sound, the th sound, teach them the proper tongue placement. Have a good time making them do like whatever. Find something to track. Be cognizant of it. Find something to track in the lesson and lean on it heavily. And use that in your feedback. Use it. Prove to the parents that in one class their child was able to make marked progress. That's what parents want to see in these trials. Real-time progress. Have you ever had a class that was amazing? You and the kid had a lot of laughs, you had a great rapport, great chemistry, and then they didn't join the program, or they joined the program, but you didn't become their primary teacher? This could just be coincidence. A lot of people will not join the company. But maybe it's also because what you were doing was just not what the parent wanted for their kid. It wasn't worth the price tag. And at the end of the day, it's the parents' call, not the kids. Number 4, extend, extend, extend in the right way. Offer something that's not on the page, whether it's related vocab or a song to aid in memory or asking deeper questions, insightful activities, or really fun props. Whatever your heart desires within the time frame. But be wary. In my opinion, I would avoid using those extra extension pages that come after the goodbye slide. You know, those like blank pages, or sometimes there's like crossword puzzles and stuff. Yeah, don't use those. You just don't get as much bang for your buck in terms of an educational experience in the parent's eye. So make sure every minute that you are in a trial class is put to really good use. That being said, number 5, find the right level. It's better to have a student in a trial that is slightly too easy than slightly too hard, because on the same end, you don't want them to be freaking out and struggling and just feeling really insecure the whole time. If you find that you have extra time, that the class is moving a little too quickly, just stop and extend. Ask more questions. Make more activities out of it. Go back to number 4 and extend, extend, extend. Parents will be really impressed that you are able to teach beyond the material. And of course, keep in mind that for some of these kids, it's the first time they're speaking a foreign language ever. And they're doing it with a stranger, through a computer, with their parents hovering over them. If a trial is too easy, of course, move them up a level. But if not, there's always something to work on. Take your time with pronunciation. Teach them a really cool fact that's related to the slide. Comprehension questions. Test their observational skills. Go for that sweet spot of extension. Which leads into number 6, build confidence. You may have noticed many students will go into a panic. They will totally shut down, go totally mute, or stare at their parents when they don't know the answer to one of your questions, or if they simply don't understand what you're saying. Or you might notice parents are pushing, scolding, pressuring their child to respond to you right away. There's a lot of pressure for some kids to be perfect, to ace any test or quiz or question that comes their way. There's a lot of pressure to be perfect. Find a way to say, "You don't know? That's okay. I will help you." I have seen the stress melt off of their faces when they realize it's okay to not know something. With the really little ones that I'm trying to avoid excess language with, I will ask them my very simplified question and immediately have a confused face as if I don't know the answer either. And it gives them this weird boost of confidence, because if they do know the answer, they're so excited to tell you something that you don't know. You want to make them feel not only successful, but like they have something to contribute to the conversation, that it's not all one-sided. And at the end of class, I always try to wrap up with something that I thought they did really well. And most importantly, I tell them that I am proud of their work. This really hits home for a lot of kids. All they want is to be good for you. Usually. But if they are, let them know. Number 7. Speak in your best Dora Disney princess voice. Have you ever wondered why children's television shows sound like, "Hi, how are you today? Where is the monkey? What do you see? I still haven't filed for my taxes. Being an adult is really difficult." Intonation, spacing of words, tempo, pauses, all these things determine how clear you sound to someone else, especially a non-native speaker. Along those lines, and don't give me any hate for this, try to go as accent neutral as possible. I am not here to bash any of the incredible accents and dialects that color language. They're awesome, but keep this in mind. Parents have the option to pay way less money to teach their kid English with teachers from other countries. What they're really paying the big bucks for is your accent. They want their child to sound as close to you as possible. So give them the cleanest, most articulate, most radio-worthy voice you can manage. Listen to yourself back if you have to. Listen to radio show hosts, commercials, newscasters, professional speakers. They've all mastered this natural but very efficient way of speaking and being clear to as many people as possible. This is what parents find really unique and worth paying the big bucks for. Number 8, don't lose your cool. Okay, I'm gonna level with you. Trial classes, in comparison to teaching your regular students or any other established student, trial classes can be really frustrating. They're really tough. The highs are really high and the lows can be really low. Some kids just don't want to be there. They don't want to sit in front of the screen. They're screaming, they're running around. The parents are not doing anything to remedy the situation. It happens. It's okay. Just keep smiling. If it gets really bad, call the fireman. Maybe you get out of the class early with a half pay. It's okay if in any trial you don't get through all the slides, you don't have the life-changing impact that you hoped you would have. Many students are not good fits for the program. Many of them are never going to join. And that's okay. It's just that as trial teachers, we get to experience that firsthand. Hooray! Don't take it personally. When in doubt, you get out. What do I mean by that?
I have. Hello, hello, come in, sit down, good job, goodbye, bye, bye.
You'll be fine. Number 9, research your conversions. So, did you get that extra $5 for converting a child? Awesome. Who was it? If you go into your financial tab, you can go to the incentives section. You can hit new VIPKid sign up or something like that, and it will show you a list of the students you've converted that month. It will tell you the day and the time of their class with you. Go back into your class schedule and figure out who joined. Was it someone that you loved and you had a great connection with? Great! Send them a gem box, an invitation to book, an e-card, a carrier pigeon, whatever. Make it clear that you want to be their teacher. It also really helps if you already said that in your feedback to the parents and the CC. In the feedback, I often say things like, I would be honored to teach your child regularly if you decide to join this awesome community. See you there. That's how I've basically picked out my regular students. They've all come from successful trials. Students I loved. And being that forward about wanting to be their teacher, it's one less thing the LP, learning partner, has to think about, one less thing for the parent to do. It's a win-win for everyone. And number 10, feedback. This is a really hot topic, okay? I am gonna do an entire video dedicated to this. Okay, please don't need, I'll talk about it very briefly right now, but just give me a second. We've been sitting here for a while. I promise it's coming. I've been sitting here for a long time and I need to teach classes today. But in short, your feedback should be personal insightful, and constructive. Notice I didn't say positive. Yes, it should be optimistic and kind, but don't gush over their child. No one wants that. Parents want to see how good you are at your job. How perceptive are you? How quickly can you come up with solutions? How important is their particular child's growth to you? And to the CCs in their feedback, let them know. I really enjoy teaching this child. I would really like to teach them again if given the opportunity. Or if that's not true, don't say it and just say, thank you so much for this opportunity. I really enjoy teaching trials. I hope that you'll send more my way. Let them know if you think the child is in the wrong level or is in the right level. Help them help you. Tell them the child's strengths, areas for improvement. Tell them if that child is a perfect match for your teaching style. Make each trial a passion project so important that it would be silly for them not to join. And please don't say things like, VIPKid can provide your child with a VIPKid will provide pronunciation, blah, blah, blah. No. You will provide. Someone else's job is to talk about what VIPKid is going to do. You are there to sell your business. You will provide it. Assume that next class is happening and what you guys will be up to next. Anyway, we made it. Let me know if this was helpful. Comment down below if you still have any questions about trial classes or what you specifically want to know about feedback for trials. Again, this is all in relation to trial courses. This advice is not the same as what I would give for major courses or your regular students. This is just trials. So any question about trials, conversions, things like that, let me know. I pretty much do 1,000 of them a day. So I got you. Thanks for listening, and now go chill.